folks. Welcome back to Rotten Reelz Reviews audio review number 14. Quick question. Are some of you completely and utterly crackers or just without souls? I get messages back to back begging me to review more of the unofficial sequels to Zombi, the Italian version of Dawn of the Dead that was done by Lucio Fulci. To this day, henceforth, I will be referring to them as barely legal zombie sequels. Catchy, right? Of course, I can just envision some horny guy snapping onto this blog or this audio review only to find no frontal nudity. Meh, poor guy, just made up, but probably exists. With that in mind, the last thing I wanted to review was this befuddling, slap-together, mismatched bullshit that was Zombie 3 or Flesh Eaters 2 or, you know what, just pick a title and roll with it. The film initially had critically acclaimed horror director Lucio Fulci, who unfortunately suffered a first minor then major stroke and could no longer work on the film. Now, they claim that he did 70 minutes of the film. Then exploitation director Bruno Mattei, the guy who brought us some really memorable movies, he stepped in, did 50 minutes, sliced 50 minutes of the original footage off, and his crony, writer-director Claudia Vergasso made 40 minutes. And, nothing replaces the man who brought us the Gates of Hell trilogy, like the guys behind Strike Commando, Shocking Dark, a.k.a. Terminator 2, Cop Game, and Troll 2. I mean, at least I had fun making fun of this movie and its various mini-plot sinkholes. But how am I supposed to watch this crap? This is Zombie 4 After Death. Okay, without any real assistant, this was solely Claudia Vergasso's baby, and boy, it looked like a turd that came from the ass of either one of the mutants from The Hills Have Eyes or possibly Wrong Turn 2, Dead End. Opening credits? Yeah, well, enough of that shit. Let's go to our first shot, which is cave lit up like either a 70s porno or an 80s music video. I mean, pick one. They both look like the same stock of film. Our cavern's lit up by a few candles, and there's this funky new wave music in the background with this voodoo priest standing about. Looks kind of like what if Marvel Comics' Brother Voodoo just let himself go. Cut to shrieking black woman resembling Chaka Khan as she twists and contorts, and I believe was actually doing some sort of either interpretive dance or possibly a jazzercise video. I don't know. A group of scientists that came to this remote island with who the hell knows where, could be Hades, probably the Philippines, in order to come up with a cure for cancer. Somehow, whitey scientist offended voodoo priest, and he proceeds to sick his pet zombies on them. At this point, they kind of look a little like deadites on some level, but, not really. They're still lumbering, they're crap. The lead scientists are killed off, all but for the grace of plot convenience, their little girl makes it off the island. 20 years later, without any lack of music, slang, clothes change, or anything, because, you really believe it. Jenny, Candace Daly of Hellhunters, Cop Game, Heart of Darkness, and The Young and the Restless, leads a team of scientists to the same damn island her parents were devoured like so many chicken wings during the Final Four. And to be at the ready, the scientists decide, let's hire some mercenaries, probably burned out from Vietnam, but apparently they couldn't afford the expendables, so they got the cannon fodders. Yeah. So we got Rod, Nick Nicholson of American Ninja, Platoon, The House of Pleasure, Vulcan, and Birds of Passage. David, a.k.a., in my opinion, Italian Chuck Norris. That's Massimo Vanni from The Last Shark, 1990, The Bronx Warriors, Warriors of the Wasteland, Escape from the Bronx, Strike Commando, Zombie 3, and Shocking Dark. Chuck, who turns out is adult film actor Jeff Stryker, And how can you not love that name, right? Jeff Stryker. Sounds like he should be on far too many B-list 80s action movies. But anyway, Jeff Stryker of Power Tool, Dirty Love, Jamie Loves Jeff, Ladies Man, and Every Which Way. And of course, cruelly placed token black guy, only known as Mad. It was Jim Moss of Eye of the Eagle, Saigon Commandos, Trigun Fire, The Hunted, Blood Ring, Killzone, and Angel Fist. So yes sir, a bunch of fine-looking badasses we have here. So, predictably, they find the book of the Voodoo Priest and start reading it out loud from the book. Yeah. Folks, did Evil Dead teach you nothing? Are you knuckle knobs just completely useless? Or Brandon Fraser's The Mummy? You must not read from the book out loud. I don't care if you're doing phonetics, what have you. Don't do it out loud. So, of course, this disturbs the dead yet again, and they start engulfing the island in sheer numbers. Some are fast, others shambles. Hell, we've even got some talking zombies because, reasons. Will our collective ninny hammers find a cure? Will the mercs get some? So what should be right about now for the few people that still are left with a few brain cells? How did young Jenny remember where the island was? Hell, let's even go further back. We'll just pull back a few there. How did young Jenny even get off the island on like a raft? Did she have adequate food, water, protection from the sun's ray to avoid heat stroke? Also, while paddling every day to a major shipping lane, would she even know where a major shipping lane is? Wouldn't she, as an adult, just direct the people to the island rather than visit it? And if you're going to visit this island, shouldn't this be a military operation to back you up with support and some serious boots on the ground? Yeah, so let's see. How do I break this down? The camera work was irritating in the sense that it was very shaky. Apparently they don't know what a stabilizer is. It's called a stick. You duct tape your camera to it. Done. The soundtrack fades in and out at times, and our character's creation and overall performance is more dull than a wooden spoon. Now, I'll give credit where credit's due. The gore effects were very substantial. Some of the jump scares weren't bad. And our loopier mercs, two in particular, kind of look like a cross between Dennis Hopper and Chris Christopherson. But the overall theme just said, hey, shouldn't Dolph Lundgren be doing something? Of course, I had a few Blade riffs thrown in. Like, yeah, catch you fuckers in a bad time. That sort of thing. But seriously, overall, no ridiculous out-of-place nudity in this film, which stunned me to no end. I was actually kind of surprised by that. But overall, yeah, the story's convoluted. It's been beaten to death. And there is no real set concept behind this. You just feel like it's just going, we filled the time. We don't care. Well, that's about it, folks. And again, if you need to get a hold of me, hey, leave a message in the comments section. You can catch me on Rotten Reels Reviews on Facebook. You can catch me at Rotten Rambling On, also on Facebook. Feel free, just drop a line. Let me know if Sean should have to sit through one of these with me and give me his own quips and commentary. And, yeah, that's pretty much all I got, so take it easy.